Divine greetings and gratitude, tribe. Welcome back home. I'm happy to have you here. We are going to be getting into a reading today, and this reading is focused on ancestral energies. At the same time, we're also going to be focusing on goddess energy as well, because that's the current that we're being called to surrender ourselves to. Thank you so much for coming onto this YouTube channel. If you are new here, my name is Nuna. Welcome. I'm here to help you transcend beyond pain and suffering, manifest and expand your consciousness by merging the arts of writing and magic. Today, we are going to be doing, again, a reading. I do not know what this is about. If this reading does speak to you in any way, shape, or form, and you feel inclined, make sure that you join us behind the scenes over in the Saiyonan circle. That is a sacred space, a coven that I am creating from the ground up, where I do dedicate my time, attention, and devotion to you behind the scenes in ways that I do not do so in the public eye. Back in that space, you will find readings, insight, PDFs, and anything that you will need to help you along your path of remembrance that are not immediately available to the public. Links to that will be down below. You can also check out the Ethereum. That is a sacred space where I do handcraft spiritual essentials to help you on your path of remembrance, to aid you in your magical workings, and to expand your consciousness. These are spiritual essentials that I handcraft myself under the power of the moon, as well as the pull of the planets, or the pull of the moon and the power of the planets, as well as under divine instruction by my ancestors, my guides, and my own wisdom and knowledge and studies. Thank you so much for tuning into this message. Make sure that you join the family by subscribing, and I will catch you in the reading. All right, so links to these decks will be down below in the description box. I'm going to go ahead and get started. Before we do, though, I want to quickly point out that we do have two oils here that we're going to be featuring in today's reading. And the first oil is this here Goddess Energy magnetic oil. This is used to help you tap into the power of receptivity, into your own goddess nature. You use this during ritual. You use this to pull energy towards you, and also to honor the divine feminine goddess energies within yourself. This is not fixed to any gender. In fact, this is strictly just goddess energy, as we all have those energies within ourselves. Now, we also do have here the divine feminine oil, which is used in ritual to honor the divine feminine aspects of yourself, whether this be the shadow divine feminine, as I like to call it. And as a matter of fact, that is exactly the way that this essential oil was designed for. Well, not essential oil, but this ritual oil was designed for. However, you can simply use this oil to tap into your own divine feminine energies of receptivity, do your own shadow work as it pertains to divine feminine energy, and also increase your magnetism by diving deep into the parts of you that do need expressing, care, nurturing, and things of that nature. Links to both of these oils will be down below in the description box. They are part of the Ethereum, and they are given upon the discretion of the ministry, of course, with suggested donations. Okay. Anyway, let's go ahead and get into the reading. Okay. I don't know what this reading is going to be about. Of course, we're going to be working with the goddesses of the New World Oracle, as well as Goddess Power Oracle, and this beautiful deck here, Earth Woman Tarot. I do not know what this is about. Let's go ahead and see what you have going on here. We're first going to start off with tarot. We're going to pull a few cards, and then we're going to get into your oracle. I set the intention that you receive everything that you need. Whatever you do not need, please reserve as a gift for someone else to use in their own life. I also welcome in any ideas for a writing prompt. Oh, already starting this reading off very powerful. You have the Queen of Cups is here. Oh, wow. You have the Five of Pentacles in reverse. Oh, and you have the Queen of Pentacles. My goodness. You have the Two of Cups. And you also have the Five of Swords in reversed. Oh, I just heard the words forgiveness. Interesting. I did not know that we were going to take this turn. Let me move some of these things out of the way. Let me move my coffee. my evening coffee, rise mushroom coffee that is. I'm going to move these to the side. Because I really do want to focus my attention on the cards. This is a labradorite crystal. You may feel called to work with it. Hang on one second. I'm sorry. You may feel called to work with the labradorite. Why is this not focusing? There we go. Labradorite is one of my favorite crystals, actually. As an artist, it really does help me to connect. Okay, so I heard forgiveness as stated. So yes, forgiveness is definitely something coming through right now. I don't know. Oh, okay. I'm hearing that it's forgiveness in terms of a relationship, like forgiveness in terms of a past relationship is what I'm hearing. The Five of Pentacles in reverse is definitely coming up as some type of financial, not even just financial, but some type of like misplacement, or it's the energy where you felt lost, you felt drained, you felt pulled. There's so many things here that need healing, and specifically regarding around money and worth. And there's something about you, how you have a natural ability to tap into this watery energy. Somehow you've been pulled away from it, though, is what I'm hearing. You've been pulled away from it. And you also do have here the Queen of Pentacles. So I'm feeling truly like you're regaining a sense of self-worth. You're regaining a sense of calmness, a sense of tranquility, and you're regaining your sense of a sense of stillness, actually. I just keep hearing to work on your worth, to work on your worth. They're asking you to work on your worth right now. The Queen of Cups is highly emotionally intuitive. She's also very emotionally intelligent, and it's the energy that is very much a mother. They're saying that you are a mother, like you're a mother figure. You could be a man, whoever. I don't know how you identify. That doesn't really matter. We all have mothering energies within us and fathering energies within us, but they're saying, I just heard to stick to gender. So for some of you, you may stick to gender. You could be a woman who is a mother. There's something very strong here about Cancerian energy here. I just heard the word river rocks. They want you to spend time near rivers. I'm hearing that I just heard soften up a little bit. Like there's a part of you that needs some softening up. I just heard the word graceful. It's giving me Taurus energy. It's giving me earth and obviously it would give me earth and water because you have the Queen of Pentacles as well as the Queen of Cups. Let's see what else here. You have the Devil. You could be a Capricorn, or you could have Capricorn traits and qualities, but there's something that's keeping you locked into limitation. And I feel like it has a lot to do with what you believe to be true about yourself. And I also believe, I just heard the word self-confidence. The Queen of Pentacles is coming up as self-worth and self-confidence. And then the Queen of Cups is coming up as how you talk to yourself and others. That's very specific. The Devil card here is coming up truly as it's coming up as limitation for me, but also what you choose to stay committed to as well. You have the Ace of Pentacles here. This is a money reading as well, I feel like. So you've been having issues with money. And the reason why you've been having issues with money is because you haven't yet realized, or maybe you're realizing that a lot of your abundance and a lot of what you receive is directly linked to what you believe you have the capacity to receive and what you believe you're worth receiving. And also I'm hearing that you think that it's too late for you to start to do things for yourself, to better yourself. And they're saying, your ancestors, your spiritual team is saying that's not true. You limit yourself you shut yourself off by believing that you don't deserve to be handed or helped. with things. And that goes against your divine feminine energy. When you work with these oils in the Ethereum, specifically the divine feminine energy oil, the divine feminine ritual oil, this is really going to help to highlight the things about you that make you believe that you are not worth receiving more in abundance. There is a money wound here, and it has everything to do with your divine feminine energy. I would not go without using both of these at the same time. Your goddess energy as well as your divine feminine energy. And we're going to get into your goddess energy in a second. Now, at first, I wasn't going to make this reading too long, but now I'm just going to allow the reading to be what it is. And we are going to just simply go with that because there's something here. Like, we need to sit down and talk. We need to have a conversation. We really need to have a conversation because I feel like for so long you've believed that there was a cap or a limit as to how much you were able to receive. Oh, this is getting really specific. What I'm hearing is that it also has something to do with how you believe that you look and how you believe that because you look a certain way or that you come up a certain way, that somehow a quality life is not meant for people who look like you, is not meant for people who embody the skin that you have. That is absolutely not true. That's the colonizer speaking, and that's capitalism speaking. And they're saying that in order for you to receive this flow in abundance and these resources and tools, they're saying to you now that you have to get out of this mindset that it only looks good on certain people. Wealth and luxury don't only look good on certain people. It looks good on everybody because that's what we are here to be, luxurious. Beautiful energy, abundant energy. But they're saying to you that your divine feminine energy is directly linked to your wealth. Your self-worth is directly linked to your wealth. Because wealth does not only come in the form of monetary gains, it comes in the form of how well you treat yourself and others. And I feel like with this Queen of Cups here, she's saying that I forgive you. Like there's a Queen of Cups saying I forgive you, or they're wanting you to extend the forgiveness to someone else so that you can allow yourself to get out of this entrapment, this enslavement. They also want you to welcome in divine partnerships, and they want you to let go of all things in the past that made you feel defeated or where you felt like you defeated yourself. And they really want you to have more compassion, and they want you to give hugs. And they also are asking you to see the best in people as best as you can, because someone here can be very cynical, and it's because of how they were treated before or what they may be currently going through, what you may be currently going through. And I feel like it's this wound that they're asking for you to release, because if you don't, then it's going to block the abundance that they want to give to you. Also, with this ace here, you're not asking your ancestors for help. You are not asking them to give you the things that you need, and they are saying, we need you to ask us. You have to speak up and tell us what you need, because otherwise we're not going to be able to give it to you. You have to not be afraid to ask. And also they're highlighting the fact that you don't even like asking people to do anything. It's because you want to do it yourself, or you feel like you shouldn't have to ask. You know what? That very well may be true, but it's also true that you can ask because it helps you to be vulnerable, like the act of asking. And it's funny because they're saying to go like this with your hand, because when you do that, it's a sign of you allowing yourself to be open and humble enough to even receive it. They're asking for you to open up, seriously, to open up and to ask your ancestors for help. Ask your ancestors for help. If you need tools, resources, if you have a business that you want to have, that you want to pop off, if you have things that you want to build from the ground up, because this is planting seeds. This also is pointing me to the new moon coming up, and I believe it's Taurus. I think I have to double check. I believe it's in Taurus. I feel like they're wanting you to set your intention at that time to ask for help, but also you are going to be diving deep into the dark, not dark divine feminine, but maybe it is. Maybe it is a shadow divine feminine. Maybe it's a part of yourself that you've been repressing for so long. And I don't know why I second guess that, because you do have the devil card here. So this has everything to do with shadow divine feminine wisdom. There's something about you that is so beautiful and magnetic, and you don't even realize that about yourself. You are so magnetic. You are so magnetic. This is what I want you to do. This is a super easy ritual. I love this. It's super, 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 super easy. Okay, I want you to take a cowrie shell because cowrie shells are amazing. They have a lot to do with divine feminine energy. Okay, now these cowrie shells are, I believe I got these from Etsy a while ago. I was just simply drawn to them because I like the colors and whatnot, and I like the vibration that comes from it. Also, my ancestors traded with different people, so they brought over different types of things, but that's neither here nor there. Anyway, so basically with this, what I want you to do is I want you to cleanse it. I want you to clean it. After you cleanse it and clean it, okay, I want you to burn some smoke over it. It could be cedar or it could be whatever you use. It could be a, juniper, whatever it may be. I want you to cleanse this really well. I want you to take this and I want you to anoint some divine feminine energy, divine feminine ritual oil on it, and also your goddess energy oil. What you're going to do is you're going to anoint it. You're going to anoint 1, 2, 3. You're going to take this and go upwards 1, 2, 3, because it takes 3 to create a pattern. It takes 3 for completion. In some cases, it takes 3. I want you to anoint this aspect. This aspect is your outer shell, the outer parts of you that need to soften up a bit. It's also your protective layer. Okay, that's what this aspect is. This inside here, okay, this inside is a representation of the entrance to your womb. We're going to be very gentle when we're anointing upwards because this represents the energy coming upward, okay? This is mental. I want you to remember that. This is mental. You're going to anoint upward. You're going to take some on your thumb and you're going to go just like that. 1, 2, 3. And I want you to focus your energy on you opening up this space to receive healing, to receive love. And you're going to leave this on your altar. I just heard for 6 days. You're going to leave it on your altar for 6 days. I don't know why it's number 6 for you. Number 6, I just heard number 6. For some of you, it could be 3 days. I don't know. Count your days. Okay. Whatever you resonate with. I heard for 6 days. That is your ritual. Now, usually when I work with cowrie shells, I don't just leave them on the altar, just leave them there. I actually carry it with me on my person, meaning that I have it in my bag and things like that to carry the energy with me. This helps me to keep the divine feminine flow within myself. I don't always do it, but I do it sometimes. Okay? I do it sometimes. Also, I want you to take this when you do it. I can't believe that I forgot to mention this. When you set it on your altar, make sure that you have a mirror, a small mirror that you place onto your altar, and you're going to set it on top of the mirror because this is going to reflect to you the parts of you that need releasing and also that need help with receiving. It's going to reflect it back to you, and it may not be pretty. It may not feel well. And if you feel like that is, too much of a ritual, sometimes all you need to do is say, divine, show me the parts of myself that I need to cleanse, that I need help with releasing so that I can receive the best life possible. Sometimes all it takes is for you to stand outside away from all of your gadgets, turn them off, go outside, go stand next to a tree, look at the clouds, and you say that prayer out loud. Sometimes that is all you need. But if you want to work your magic, that's how you work your magic. In this instance. All right. So let me take a sip of coffee. Actually, I really want some coffee right now. Give me 1 second. Okay. You have Mawu here. I'm sorry if I'm mispronouncing it. You have Mawu. You have Mamakia. Oh, I'm not going to try to pronounce this. I'm so sorry. I'm not even going to do it because I'm not going to butcher it. But you have this beautiful goddess here. And then you also have this Isis goddess energy here. Okay. Don't know why this is the current. Let's see what is going on here. Oh, I just heard Mother of Magic. Of course I would hear that. We're going to start with this beautiful goddess here. I'm going to read to you out of the book. This is number 31. Here we go. Awaken your divine feminine. Of course. Of course. Also, trigger warning. There's something coming through about how your mother didn't know how to be in her divine feminine energy either. And that's why you have a hard time being in yours. It was never taught to you. And when you awaken your divine feminine, you start to teach her how to embody her divine feminine. Not that you're doing it on purpose, but because there's something about you that you caught wind of the wound and now you're healing it. Wow. how powerful, how sad, right? Sad for some people, right? I'm not giving you pity, I'm giving you empathy. And it's so interesting because the divine mother did come through. You are a divine mother. And when you start to heal these aspects of yourself, you bring people together. You have wounds that go so much deeper than just societal pressures. This is familial, and it's really a mother wound here. And that ties into your ability to receive. It truly does. And it's not fair to you. It's not fair to you. The supreme creator goddess of the, I think it's Iwi people or Ewe. I'm so sorry if I mispronounced that. I apologize. Calls you to honor the interconnectedness of all living beings. Awaken the divine feminine energy within you and recognize it as the source of life and creation. Just as Mawu weaves the fabric of existence, you too play a crucial role in the cosmic dance of creation. I feel like this is you being reminded of how much of a divine creator you are. And I feel like as a creator, you can have help. You need tools, you need resources, all of these things. So there's something coming through about it being nothing wrong with you needing help. And it also has everything to do with you tapping into the magic within yourself to create a world for yourself, create a universe for yourself. Trust in the universe you're creating. You are creating a universe and they're wanting you to trust in that vision and don't let go of the vision. Be the embodiment of the vision. But one thing they don't want you to forget is your power of compassion. You are so compassionate. Cancerian energy is with you deeply. Earth energy is with you deeply. Also, what I would add to this is a fertility oil. I will make sure to put that down in the description box as well as in the comment section. I would work with those three. Fertility to grow, expand, and evolve. Of course, to grow your intentions and whatnot, to fertilize them and create a space where it can all grow. It's like when you go outside and you see some fruit that's fruiting, or you see your flowers fruiting, or your squash fruiting, because I do have a lot of squash right now that's fruiting, so I'm going to use it as an example. And when you start seeing them start to fruit, you take some fertilizer and you make sure that you give it fertilizer, you feed it to make sure that those babies go full bloom. So when it's time to harvest, you have some very healthy, nutrient dense, luscious squash and corn and beans and potatoes, whatever it is, right? Like, you want to make sure you're giving it to it. That's the fertile energy. That's the fertile energy. Okay. I love that for you so very much. So very much. All right, let's move on to this one here. 28. Reflect and find balance. Reflection. We talked about the mirror. We talked about the mirror. We said to put the mirror onto the altar and then put your cowrie shell on top of that, or anything that represents divine feminine energy. But I really want you to work with the cowrie shell. Okay. So basically, yes, reflection. Let's go back. Okay. Reflect and find balance. The Incan deity of the moon beckons you to dance with life cycles, seize the phases of growth, knowing that the darkness is a sacred space for self-reflection and renewal. As you honor the ebb and flow of existence, you will find balance and harmony within yourself and the world around you. I love that. And it's so beautiful because you're learning to pull wisdom from these different spaces, from the shadow spaces, and you integrate them in a way that brings balance. There's something out of balance here, and what's out of balance is the masculine energy. It's too overpowering. It's too overbearing. Your presence is stronger than you think, and they're wanting you to tune into more of your divine feminine essence because it will take space. Yes, your energy already takes up space, but they're asking for you to tap deeper into your divine feminine energy because that's what makes you feel safe to be around. Not that you're not safe to be around, but people feel the energy you radiate. And when you radiate that divine mothering energy, you start to become more trusted in that energy. But also, there are wounds that you have that you can speak to that make others believe, or not even believe, but are reminded that they too are carried and held and healed. You are a divine mother healer. I just heard the word womb magic. Even if you decided not to work with any of these, I do feel like womb energy here. It's womb energy. I feel like I'm going to create a candle. I feel like I'm going to create a bath soak. And I feel like I'm going to create some different essentials to heal the mother wound. It's mother wound energy here. You can work with those oils, yes. Mother wound, the mother wound. And it has everything to do with the womb space. I just heard it started at inception. It started from the very beginning in your mother's wound, in her womb, I mean. She was wounded when she was pregnant with you, is what I'm hearing. And that wound carried all throughout the pregnancy. And then you were born and you felt it the moment you hit earth. You were like, what the hell? You're probably a premature baby. You probably were born prematurely. I can speak to that. I was also born prematurely. I was born at 7 months. I was supposed to come here as a Pisces, actually. I was supposed to be born in March, but I came in January. I guess I couldn't wait. But either way it goes, yes, I feel like you could be a premature baby, a preemie, but baby, when you came out, you came out. I'm also hearing something about like a late bloomer where you started to show late, if that makes sense. I'm not going to go too much deeper into that. But yes, I feel like either way it goes though, and you also have a really strong connection to the unseen, a strong connection to the unseen. But they're also wanting you to get to know the moon a bit more. Get to know the moon a little bit more. Get to know another aspect of the moon. Get to know the dark side of the moon. Actually, what is that book called? Mysteries of the Dark Moon, I believe it's called. I'll find it and then I'll link it. Start reading that book. Cater to your divine feminine energy by reading books that coincide with you learning more about the divine feminine. Learn about it. Be excited about it. Be excited about yourself. You have every right to receive just as everybody else. Don't you dare question that. Okay? You are creating a world of, for yourself. You're creating a universe. Create your universe, divine feminine. Okay? And look at that. Talk about that. Look, she's pregnant. She is pregnant. Stop playing. She is pregnant. I love that. All right, let's see. Number 30. The depictions in these cards may not be as accurate, by the way. All right. Care for others. Oh my God. You see what I'm saying? Oh my goodness. Duh, right? Like, how did I miss that? It's funny because you don't have the Empress here, which is so interesting. There's so many oils you could work with. I can't deal right now. I'm not even going to mention anything else. Okay. The mother goddess of the Vietnamese, is that Tay or Thai people? I'm so sorry for mispronouncing this. I apologize. Okay. Embodies the nurturing aspect of creation, treasure the energy of motherhood. Stop. And the importance of caring for others. Let her guidance inspire you to cherish the earth and protect its creatures, cultivating harmony and respect for nature. This is so beautiful. This is so beautiful because all of it is feminine. When you take care of the earth, you are honoring the divine feminine. And that too is worship. Oh my God. Tending to the plants, the trees, the grass, the ground, the soil, all of it. All of it. Honoring it as a part of you. Wow. Oh my God. How beautiful. You're pregnant with something. You're pregnant with wisdom is what it is. You're pregnant with wisdom. And you are getting ready to share that wisdom with the world. You're going to birth it. You're getting ready to give birth. I don't mean this literally, although for some of you, you very well may be pregnant. And yeah, but if you don't want to be pregnant, I don't want to, it's not my fault if you are, honey. It's not my fault if you find out you are after reading this, listening to this reading. It's not my fault, honey. You was doing the do. And there you go. Okay, so basically we're gonna keep going. So basically, yes, that's what this is about. Just honoring the divine feminine, showing devotion to the divine feminine by taking care of your internal garden, taking care of the garden outside of you, tending to things, being mom. You're such a beautiful mother. Like, embrace the motherly aspect of yourself. And when you embrace that too, it also increases your flow, because that in itself shows you that if you were to take care and tend to things the way that a mother would, nurture it. That's why you have this here. You have nurturing here. When you take care of that and the things outside of you and you're in your inner world, the universe says, okay, well, I can see how well you're taking care of yourself and how well you're taking care of what you have going on here. I can then extend this to you. Your ancestors extend it to you because they see that you'll take care of it, you'll nurture it, and then it'll grow, expand, evolve. But then ask yourself, do you feel worthy enough of doing so? And if you don't, why? How beautiful is that? I'm going to pull one more card after Isis. This is number 20. Let's see. Trust your higher self. The Egyptian mother goddess guides you to awaken the magic within yourself. Tap into the power of intuition and the ability to heal and nurture others. Oh my God. Trust in your inner wisdom and higher self. Oh my God. Oh my God. Did we not say that you were pregnant with wisdom? Stop it. Oh my goodness. Maiden mother crone. Wow. Oh my God, maiden mother crone. Baby, you're in the mother stage. You're in the mother stage. Oh my God. This is so I know y'all are like, really? Goodness gracious. Oh, this is so beautiful. I just want to give you a hug. But I don't really like touching people though, so it's fine. So basically, what is this? Okay. Trust in your inner wisdom and higher self. Just as Isis resurrected her beloved Osiris, you have the power to transform and rise from life's challenges. My apologies. My battery completely died because, well, not battery, but it got hot. So the camera shut off. But anyway, yes. Anyway, this again is pointing to that mother wound, and you can speak to the mother wound. See, and it's so interesting, because if you started to speak to the mother wound, you would open yourself up to more success. I'm trying to tell you. And it's not like you're exploiting your experiences or other people, but you can genuinely speak to that wound. It's a really strong wound that you have, and you can truly teach to that. If you allow that to become a part of your teaching, right? And we all can relate to that. I can relate to that as well. And I'm letting you know that as someone who had that wound, who's still, working through it and releasing and letting go and things of that nature, I can confidently say that if it wasn't for me owning up to, or not owning up, but standing up for myself in certain ways, I would still be trapped. And if you are dealing with that wound, I'm letting you know now that when you start speaking up about the things that you need to be taken care of, and it's so interesting because tomorrow is Mother's Day. Wow. Oh my, like, look at the timing of this energy. Like, tonight is May 9th. Like, today on the Gregorian calendar, it's May 9th. And wow. Wow. The timing is immaculate. Wow. Oh my God. I can't even, like, for this Mother's Day, I want you to focus on you just connecting with yourself, and not even just for Mother's Day, on any day. Any day you connect with yourself. I'm hearing womb magic. Talk to your ancestors about womb magic, healing the womb. Also, PCOS. If you are someone that has PCOS, that is directly linked to overexertion. What they're saying. Your body can't process certain things as well, and they want you to release that as well. They want you to take care of yourself, limit sugar to zero, like little to none, and they want you to focus on protein intake. Of course, I would know that, but they really want you to focus on nurturing and caring for yourself, and really making that the standard. Because when you do that, you teach people how to treat you. Your guides are so loving and forgiving, and they understand. They have so much grace. They have so much grace for you, truly. We're going to pull one more card from. Oh no, my God, we haven't even gotten to this yet. Jeez. You have inexperience here, Persephone, inexperience. You have alliance, and then you have independence, which is so funny because what a turn, what a twist, and what a turn. If you hear anything in the background, that's my 4 year old. He's messing around with the door. But moving on to these here, I feel like this is fine, but I just heard don't let anything stop you. Start speaking up and sharing. And I feel like your independence and your need to protect, because you are a divine protector. This is pointing out the divine protective energies within yourself. You are such a protector. You have gone into the darkness. And it's so funny because obviously Lilith and Persephone would definitely be pointing me to the devil card here, but it's the underworld. You really do pull a lot from of wisdom from the underworld, and I'm hearing for you to transmute that or to bring it back and to share that wisdom that you learned, that you retrieve from the underworld. Lead people to light through the shadow wisdom you receive by being in the underworld. I just heard don't take no for an answer. No is not the answer. Yes is the answer. You are definitely in the mother stage of your life where you're tending to things, you're learning how to be more gentle with yourself and others when need be. And they're saying you don't have to jeopardize or completely cut out the more protective and the fierceness of yourself. Don't cut that part out. No, absolutely not. But there's another aspect of you that they're wanting you to show, and that's the nurturing, the divine care, the sensual, the soft, all of those aspects. You are all of them, not just one. And don't and they're saying to you, even if you started tonight, it could be with your partner, it could be with your children if you have any, it could be with yourself. Just start. Speaking of Lilith, here she is again. That's interesting. You wear that energy so well. Another, is she pregnant? Another pregnant goddess. Is this Yemoya? I believe is how you pronounce that. And you have, is that Hina? I'm sorry if I'm mispronouncing this, but yes. Watery energy. Oh my God. What a contrast. Like, what a contrast. Let's see. Anything else? What is this bringing me to? Again, it's this fierce. Oh, have you ever seen Avatar: The Way of Water? You remind me of the Zahik, and she was pregnant, and she was out there. She was out there going to war. Like, did y'all see that? That shit was so crazy. But anyway, yes, like that's the that's the energy that I'm sensing here. It's like you're connecting with your sensitivities, but there's a fire to you, a passion, a protector. There's a not like rage, although it could be, but it's this power, this strength that is undeniable. You are in a space in your life where you're learning how to blend and merge and mingle all of those energies because all of them are a part of you. All of these energies are you. You don't have to just embody just one. They are all a part of you, and you implement them when they're needed. Okay, you implement them when they're needed. We're going to go ahead and read the last of this, and we're going to let this go because this has been going on for a minute, and I'm pretty sure someone is like, girl, I really missed y'all. I needed to really take my time with this. Okay, let's see. Start with number 58. Very strong, beautiful mother watery energy here. Remember, you are not alone. The Yoruba goddess of motherhood. See what I'm saying? Everything is literally about motherhood. Like you can't even like, and it's so interesting because I don't want to just focus on that, of course, because there's so much more to these. Like it's so much more than what's in this book. I want you to go with your traditions and what you know about the tradition, and you apply that to this reading. Don't just focus on what is in the book. I want you to focus on the traditions, okay? It says, and protector of children imparts the wisdom of nurturing and caring for others. Step into your role as a compassionate guardian, whether it be your own children or to those in need. Find solace in the loving embrace of Yemoya, knowing that you are never alone. Listen, exactly. It's this motherly energy that's with you. Motherly energy, the magic of motherhood. The magic of motherhood. Can we talk about it for a second? in another video. Okay, let's go ahead, and we don't really need to read Lilith. We're going to skip past that. And then we're going to go, let me see, what number is that? Number 18. All right. Follow your feminine power. The Polynesian moon goddess reminds you of the feminine power of intuition and reflection. Wait. Oh, yeah, intuition and reflection. Follow the cycles of the moon and ebb and flow of emotions, just as Hina's lunar energy governs the tides. Let her guidance inspire you to honor the intuitive wisdom that resides within you. Again, pregnant with wisdom. That's what that's about. And then we're going to read this last card here. I feel like I might have already read that. I can't remember. But anyway, let's go ahead and read this last card and get going. 43. Okay, reinvent yourself. The Hawaiian goddess of fire and volcanoes imparts the power of transformation and passion. Discover the energy of Bela's fiery spirit and the strength to overcome challenges. If I'm pronouncing this wrong, I apologize. Just as Bela's volcano eruptions reshape the land, let her guidance inspire you to embrace change as an opportunity for growth and renewal. I feel like once you do allow yourself to dive deeper into the power of you as a nurturer, you'll not only transform from the inside out, you'll also increase your capacity of abundance, and you'll also heal yourself in the process. I hope that you got what you needed from this reading. Thank you for allowing me to spend time with you and read for you so thoroughly and softly and patiently and lovingly. I really do love this for you. Thank you so much for tuning in. If this reading spoke to you, again, make sure that you go behind the scenes, because that is where you'll find more readings such as this one. Thank you so much for subscribing. You can find me on Substack. You can find me on Instagram as well as Threads. I'm really doing well over there on Threads. Thank you so much for just staying in contact with me and being a part of this journey with me. I'm here to serve you on your path of remembrance. I love you so very much. Take care, and I'll catch you in my next video.